Windrake Hex here, doing a live draft commentary. I already did the draft portion. I wanted to add a little bit of gameplay today and show a little bit of the decks and actions that hopefully some of you have been watching my videos and seeing some archetypes and some explanations for some of you new players. And the goal now is to show some games and some thoughts and some interactions and kind of go from there. Really important thing to do before you submit is to make sure everything's socketed. It's really easy to forget that, and it just feels really bad not being able to take advantage of cards, because a lot of the socketed cards aren't very good without sockets. So anyway, you're incentivized to socketed cards. So go ahead and save. Hopefully I didn't get a buy. Alright, so game 1 is against Royal Road. Never heard of Royal Road. Royal Road, hopefully you are watching these videos and learning and growing, and or you're a lot better than me and you can teach me something. In any case, good luck, have fun. Yeah, so the deck that we drafted is a ramp deck, but it's Sapphire Wild, so it's gaining advantage of well, it has all the ramp to get to the 7/7 Might Slinger champ, but it has a lot of evasion. So it's basically threat dense. Is kind of the way to think of it. You're ramping out big threats and you're attacking and you're just out developing and out racing your opponent, because you had evasion into big dumb things, doing a bunch of damage, and you have a pretty solid plan for victory. You also gain access to certain cards that add flexibility, and can gain tempo gain and stuff. You take a little hit on the removal, not playing Ruby, but it's more of a tempo strategy. Win with big dumb things, block or exhaust your opponent's stuff, manipulate their board instead of directly killing it. So we'll play first. We're playing Spiders. Always pretty scary matchup, truth be told. But this is a great starting hand. What we can do is we have our Stabilizing effect. Not that important in ramp, but we have our ramp. We also have our big giant top end reward for ramp. And we have another Stabilizing effect. So even though we're not, powerhousing out the resources per se, this is a great curve and a great mix of what this deck is trying to do. Most spider decks are just trying to put a bunch of spiders in your deck and survive. Hopefully we can create enough counter pressure. Yeah, so turn one incubate. I mean, I know it feels good to play a 1-drop, but that card really, he's down a card now, right? And he puts spiders in my deck that I may never draw. I mean, chances are I draw them, but you know what I mean? It's just, is it really worth a card? I don't think so. Unless you're an all-in spider deck, where you're just like you didn't get the best spider deck at the table. You just want to draft a deck that can win if it runs good. Then yeah, play 6 incubates. But it's not consistent strategy in my mind, and I like consistent decks. So there isn't an answer to turn 2 answer to Lift Lyricist, so this will at least ramp me for 1 turn. So if I draw a resource, hopefully I can ramp out a 4-drop, probably Wakuna, just to add that quick pressure. We'll see if I get a shard, though. Shard! Oh, God. So this is kind of like the dark underbelly of ramp. Like, sometimes you're stuck with 7 and 8 drops in your hand. Yeah. 3-drop Windsinger probably would have been better, because it would have blocked that troop, but I was a little salty. And licking my wounds. Though, really, it cost me one resource, I guess. And who knows, maybe he plays a Vampire Kiss. I could play my 3-drop. Next turn, ideally I draw a shard, I can play my 4-drop. The fact that he's playing Untamed Dustwing kind of makes me feel his deck maybe a little weak. I don't know. Just an idea. He's going deep in the tank. Probably think about killing something. Oh god, that's a good card. That's a reason to play a bunch of incubates. Just make a bunch of 2/2s early and just win, right? So there's 7 spiders in my deck. Each time he makes a spider, it becomes a 2/2. I don't have a way really to deal with that card anytime soon. So that could be his path to victory right there. Just make 2/2s. Fortunately, though, we drew a shard. Makes me a little happy. We're going to play Wakuna. We'll keep taking 1. It's not that big of a deal. And And since he doesn't have an X4 down, maybe we could attack with Kin too. As a 3/6. But his 2/2s are going to be scary. Hopefully he can play enough counter pressure or he has to chump with them at some point. It's kind of how Ramp beats spiders. That's interesting. I think what we do here is just ditch our 7 and 8 drops. So as you can see, he's not really doing anything. He's so far he is setting up a scenario to where really powerful things happen if I draw spiders. The if is a big deal. I mean, it's more of a when, but as you can see, we're not behind, and we can attack. I don't really have an attack here. Maybe I can bluff attack because unless he's playing, we could probably bluff attack. So what I really want to do is I want to play Kin. I want to make Kin fly out of my strategy. Because I'm really scared of those 2/2s, so I want to attack as much as possible. Let's see if he blocks here. Probably will. Because he's like, if you had a trick, why don't you just attack with Web Guard too? Well, that's what I would have thought. But so it was a bad bluff, but it worked. So now we'll play out Kin as a big, powerful 3/6. He thinks we have a trick, so we can keep attacking. We'll make him and that. Hopefully, he doesn't have any paraphagies in his hand or the 4/6 that makes 6 spiders, because then those 2/2s are really going to punish me. Hastir would have won me the game for sure. I don't know. Maybe I should have ditched something else. That will win him the game for sure. So I like what he's doing. This card just is gross. He does breed pain. It is undoubtable. So we want to see ways to kill his stuff. We need to kill this. We need to kill it. 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 Honestly, we should probably wait to make our 7/7 a giant flighter. Though I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. 7/7's probably good enough on its own. I want to put a clock on him. If we don't hit our resources next turn, we can't make a 7/7, but we're foregoing a solid win con. But if we just sit here, he gets to mill me for 2 and make a bunch of spiders. Potentially. Of course, this is going to make something fly. Like I said, I don't want to wait. I'm racing his ability to produce spiders, is basically what's happening. So I'm going to be a little greedy here. It's not really greedy. I think I justified why I'm doing this. Yeah. Not the best strategy in the world, but at least he's on a clock. He has to deal with this, right? He has to. And if he does have a paraphagy in hand, then he can't deal with my 7/7. He only has 2 cards left. He's basically going to be all in on spiders. Like I said, I have to kill this card. First chance I get. Because we're already in a race. The fact that this is a 2/5 is completely stabilizing the board. Makes me sad. That card doesn't matter. Now, if he wants to build me for 5, it matters. But, Okay, now we have to kill that. He kind of nerfed him for a turn. He should have waited to do that, Now, if I top deck removal, he's kind of out that plan. And then we just kind of have to deal with the 2/2s. He also took a giant threat out of the equation. I think attacking with a 5/3 is pretty good too. But the fact that his win con is has the ability to come back in the game over and over again is pretty good. He's going to start making 2/2s. It's going to make me scared and sad. See, Now we feel a little dumb. We're not having a 7/7 flyer. That was not the end of the world. I think he has 10 spiders in my deck now, so he has like that's cool. Go ahead and chump that. All good. Play a 7/7. So we like to see the fight card or another Windborn. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know what I'm hoping for. I'm really scared of 2/2s. I'm hoping he doesn't draw any spiders. That's basically. Now he can block with this and bring it back with a resource. Makes me sad. Like he can block, use it. We may just be able to win, but we'd win all the faster. Because look, he's top decking now, so that was a mistake not waiting for a resource in a couple turns to make a 7/7 flyer. Also, I'm a little. Yeah, he gets one. No big deal. Oh, he gets two. That is a big deal. I think he should have waited because he could have block sacked, recast it with a shard. I don't know. Just the thought. Doesn't have anything threatening me. This is a 5, so we can replay it for 7. Yeah, it's bad. Come on, Windborn. And no spider. 8 spiders. Alright, that's a threat. That is a threat. He's in top deck mode. I think we're racing this. He had another one of these. That's silly. So he'll chomp probably with a spider. I'm more than happy to get less spiders in his pool. Question. Oh, he milled whatever that. Oh god, Wakuna gets way worse. So this would have been a 5/5 flyer and a Coyote. Oh god. Damn, that was a good mill. How gross. Here's or Austere would have been good, obviously. So we're getting the Chumskis. It's kind of what we want. We got him on a pretty considerable clock, 7 a turn plus our 7/7. He can, mill us for a bunch, make more spiders, but we may be able to outrace that plan. Okay, we're not going to attack with our 7/7 now, obviously. He doesn't have a way to sack anything, which is nice. But he does have a way to just mill us to the ground. Look at that. Ultimate miss. Ultimate miss. I love it. He can't attack because my backswing's too powerful. And I just eat his stuff because he's in top deck mode. I mean, milling for 5 is good. Don't get me wrong, but he's dependent on RNG. A spider deck that is purely dependent on RNG, I don't really like. We're swinging for 8 in the air. He's on a 2-turn clock. What? Oh, he gives it that ability? So it dies and then it can come back? Alright. He's just trying to live, but he can put spiders in our deck. Not a horrible plan. Like I said, he could very well win. We're not drawing any of our removal. In fact, we may not even have the option to. Okay, we still have 1 left in our deck. Again, he's going to try to chomp live and... Well, I guess not. He's going to take 7. So we may be able to Alpha Strike next turn. We'll see. He's in top deck mode. No need to play our Shard. We're not going to get to our champion ability anytime soon. That's just what he does. What do you get? Oh, there's our fight card. That makes me sad. Oh, there's our smash to the ground. That makes me sad. Is he going to start attacking? He should. He should. So he's doing a pretty good job nerfing our answers through mill. 1, 2, 3, 4. He only milled 4 shards. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 8 more shards. Half of my deck is shards. Oh, God. This sucks. So he probably has to jump here. He He doesn't know what I have. That might win me the game. He can do 8 points of guaranteed damage next turn. Take him down to 7. I don't think we're winning per se. But if we draw a big drop, we can kill his thing and then Alpha Strike next turn. Getting what I mean by is drawing something that costs 5 more. Or actually, if we draw any troop next turn, we can get it back, smash to the ground, and dump that into whatever's left. Right, because he's at 7. We're swinging for 7, 8, 9 next turn. So he's going to prevent 4. I can do 5. So if we draw a troop, we win. Pretty lucky there that he only drew. All shards. All shards. Caribou Healer, damn it. Honestly, dude. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he drew a lot of shards. So there's a pretty good chance we get a troop next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He has 16 points of damage on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if he attacks, for every attacker, he takes +1 damage. He's taking 5. I guess he could have attacked with 1 there. Throwback. Alright, that'll win the game. See? Didn't I tell you throwback was a good include? I guess that was in the video that didn't make it, but. Yay! Alright. That was a crazy miserable match. We had to draw a troop or a throwback or a fight card. And we did. All's well in the land. Miserable in that, look at this guy. Look what he's trying to do. He's milling us for 5 and he's making unblockable 2/2s. Well, we kind of played around his strategies and yada yada. So, what are we boarding in against? Spiders. Wild Sapphire doesn't have great answers to spiders. Maybe we want to play more predatory phrase. We just have to deal with his threats. Still feeling like 2's enough. I mean, Pain Breeder was his threat, and then that big Necrofet, which isn't going to happen every game anyway. His deck isn't quite streamlined enough to justify. Well, maybe we don't have to play a Zach Webguard. How about that? I don't think he's applying a whole lot of pressure. I can't think of too many aggressively. So do we play 5 or do we do 4/4? I think what we do here is just bring in another Predatory Prey, and we're gonna have a slow, grindy deck, but we'll have a better chance that we deal with his Voltron mill machine, right? Whatever form that takes. I mean, his deck was good for as much mill as he had, with the Pain Breeder. We just need to deal with Pain Breeder, and we don't have any efficient answers, so I guess our best answer is Predatory Prey, unfortunately. But that's fine. I like our chances overall. He just had a pretty nasty combo right there. That the only way we're going to beat is if we outraced his RNG, which we did barely. I wouldn't call that last draw lucky. I mean, we had, I think, a couple more troops in our deck. I would say that maybe his mills were unlucky, at least a couple turns when it mattered. This is a good hand in that we get to ramp out some stuff. Maybe I should have made this fly. I still like it being a 3/6. He's mulling a 5. That's good news. In that most decks don't win when you mold the 5. The odds are very low. Doesn't mean it doesn't happen. But okay, so now we have an answer to some of his stuff. We'll F1, speed through, though. We both have a ton of time. Don't have to worry about that. Yeah, what can he do? Well, he hit both shards. It's pretty good on a 5. We'll see. Yeah, this card should really be like Runeweb Infiltrator, card has no synergy, and it doesn't do enough to justify its cost. Even though it seems like it's a cheap, efficient card, 1 power, even if it is evasive, just doesn't mean anything. Also, he's missing a lot of removal. Removal is pretty key. Again, we're playing a Swift draft, so some players are new and stuff. I play Swiss because I like playing 3 games. There's definitely some great players that play Swiss. It's not a new player format, it's just more new player friendly, I guess. Here's a Pain Breeder. Okay, so we're going to deal with Pain Breeder ASAP. Right? ASAP. The fact that he turn 3 Pain Breeder 2 games in a row? Ugh. Ugh. We not be able to play Kryn. Oh, man. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I thought we didn't have the threshold for Predatory Prey. Next turn. I don't think he has an answer to this card. I could be totally wrong. Definitely not blocking, because we have to kill Pain Breeder. And if he has Vampire Kiss or something, he can 1-for-1 us. So I can deal with a bunch of 1/1s. Dealing with a bunch of 2/2s is a different story. Probably has an Incubate or something. Can I block this? Yes, he doesn't have any answers. There's no answers in Sapphire Blood that can do 3 points of damage. So I can prevent 1 safely if he attacks with Untamed Duskwind. What do I do next turn? I Predatory Prey. This. I hope he taps out. I don't know what he's thinking about. Maybe he messed up. Can I safely block this? Yeah. Yes, I can. I mean, he could have, kill anything that costs 3 or less card, but there's no card in the set that deals 3 points of damage in his color combo. That was a bad bluff. Now, he's leaving up 2 resources, which makes me a little scary. Maybe the only thing he could play is a Hatch Reprise. I don't want to play... I want this to live. What happens if he... the thing I'm worried about is him bouncing his own card, or bouncing this. That'd be quite a tempo loss for me. But he only has 2 cards on a mold of 5. This, and also... Yeah, that's the only card he could have. Okay, we got it. We got there. We got there. Okay, so I'm feeling pretty good about this game now. Because one way you really can lose is your opponent getting lucky on spiders and making a bunch of 2/2s. Especially during Ramp's development stage, Control decks turn into aggro decks with this card. There's a world of difference between a 1/1 and a 2/2 unblockable. But okay, so you got a thing. Kind of need some synergies to take off. Think we can do stuff like they just gave me a free point of damage. I'm ahead on life, so I don't think initiating a race is that good. But so be it. So now we can get to our really big stuff, or we can start just creating threats. Kind of like creating threats, though he can kind of just chump forever with this card. Though we do have the smash to the ground if he ever makes this big. Yeah, I think I just want to use my resources the most efficiently. So I'm going to make a threat. I'm just going to... Well, but if I can do that, then I can... I don't have any 5-drops left. Okay, so we need to do this first. We do know he's playing... Okay, anyway. Let's play a 7-drop next turn. That sounds like a better strategy. So even if we don't hit a shard, and we can leave this up in case he wants to get fresh with a Profane Ritualist, we can make this a 3/6, which I think... We'd have to have a trick. I don't know what he would... I don't know. Anyway, I think we're in good shape. This will do 2 for the rest of the game, because we don't want it to buff this. That's not the end of the world if this is a 2/2, honestly. This card is way better than sack because you can decide how big or small it is. Just kind of waiting for it incidentally to happen isn't great. I'll let him do one, no big deal. I may actually double swing here and just do a bunch of damage, though it doesn't quite seem efficient. Probably just play a 7/7, hope he doesn't have paraphagy. Then make that 7/7 fly and hope he doesn't have paraphagy. Oh, we got the spider. Okay, that's lucky ass spidering right there. I'll tell you what. That's cool. The fact that these aren't 2/2s makes all the difference in the world. The fact that we played a 7/7 on turn 5. Not bad. Not bad at all. We have an answer in case he can sack and make this thing huge. Kind of. And either. Well, we didn't leave throwback up, but smash to the ground. We could actually probably leave throwback up if we do want to play around that card we didn't see. Yeah, you can have all the spiders in the world, dude. I'm gonna attack you for 7 every turn. Basically a 2-turn clock because we have smash, right? So yeah, I'll make a bunch of spiders, but he's not gaining any benefit from the spiders. You can just that's annoying. That's annoying. I'll let him do 2. He should start to race me now. It's probably the correct play. So one way, once your big giant threat gets, is it 3 or 4? Yeah, 3. Once your big giant threat gets that effect on it, still attack with a big giant threat. Like, yeah, he gains some spiders, but these 1/1s aren't really relevant right now. Well, he's drawing them very efficiently. So, anyway, so here's the play. He's tapped out. We have. Yes. So I'm going to bounce this, make him replay it so I can do 7. Maybe I should wait. I don't want it to get any bigger. Basically, he's going to be making a bunch of spiders, and that's a little scary. A little scary. But we're going to swing for 7 points of damage a turn in the air plan. He has 3 blockers up, which is pretty good. He's top decking. We may be able to win in 3 turns, and that we can throw back smash. Gonna be able to make all the spiders in the world. He can't. I guess he could attack for 2, but we'll just block it, kill it. I mean, he has his chumpers. He should really be swinging with everything. All his spiders. Trying to put a clock on me. It's pretty legit. I would like to not have to race. I can kind of attack with everything next turn, I think. Are we worried about 2 points of damage? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 6, 12, 18. 3-turn clock if he chooses to. Downside is he just makes a billion spiders, and we don't have a clear 2-turn clock. Probably should have made this flying. I think we can take 3 now. Just barely. Again, his win con is based on how lucky he gets. Woohoo! Alright, I think we can start to really want to do 7. Why do I really want to do 7? Because if he tries to play on this not dying, I want to be able to win with smash. Then he plays 2 cards next turn. It's a little complex in that I know he's gonna make a bunch of spiders, and he already has me on a 3-turn clock, so it's scary. What happens if we throw back this, and then we can pump this, make it a 12? Then he has to block next turn. Still doesn't really do much. I want throwback to be kind of a surprise, but I don't know if I can afford to do that. Nope, that's not what we want to do. Basically, turn that card off. Not clear exactly what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I'm just trying to make him. I'm trying to get rid of. Okay, so I had a feeling he was going to do that. So what happens if we make this a 12? We make it a 12, then we have other outs. He goes down to 6. He kind of has to block anyway, but he's going to play that next turn, chump block there. I kind of feel like just doing 12 points of damage is good, though. I think it's good. Makes him have to like hold back some spiders. Gives us some outs? Not really. We don't have to play a 3-6 or even this guy. We're just not under any pressure. On the ground, rather. Okay, so he replays that. Whether he gets a shard or a troop, it's pretty good. Yeah, I get it. Okay. Well, he misplayed there. The 2-4 is going to help stabilize quite a bit. Quite a bit. Okay, so here we're going to block because we need the save damage. That can be a 3-3 all day. It's not really relevant. No spider. Of course we get a spider. There's like a million in our deck. Alright, feeling pretty good about that. Pretty much no flyer, no removal. If he does draw removal, kind of screwed. I don't know how much he has. Did he misclick? He might have misclicked. But that'd be kind of lucky because it is not clear that we're winning here. Yeah, he misclicked. I saw the screen flash a little bit. Does that mean he misclicked? Am I just hoping he misclicked? Oh. Oh! Balls. Does this have crush or something? No. I don't know why he double blocked. That's pretty sweet. I think that was a big giant mistake. He needed to live for 2 more turns to try to get spiders to race me on the ground, right? Now if he doesn't draw a flyer or removal, we just win? Oh yeah! Austere. Doesn't really matter, but it saves us. It could be a very relevant point of damage. Alright, so we win. He shouldn't have double blocked there. If he blocked this twice, he had a chance, right? Okay. Good game. So that was fun. Hope you guys enjoy that. We'll do round 2. I wish we had the draft portion. It's just some codec they use in Cam Studio was a giant piece of poo. And yeah. So we lost it, but hopefully this works, so we'll see. See you guys in round 2.